What's up, guys? Today is Monday, something or other. Oh, June 22nd. And I'm gonna do something different, I guess, today. I'm gonna put a big piece of paper on this easel here, and I'm just gonna practice, just like I tell my students, you gotta practice. So I'm gonna practice some letters, and then the goal is to, in the end, create a font. Once that font is created, I'm gonna dump it into the computer, or I guess I'm gonna create an alphabet. Once that alphabet is created, I'll dump it into the computer and make a font out of it. But basically, we're gonna have a font that's usable. You can go on the computer and type. And if all goes well, I'll have it done by the end of this video and you'll be able to download it on my website. So, without further ado, I'm just gonna put a big old piece of paper on here and tape it, We're just gonna practice and practice and practice. You know they opened up a Buc-ee's here in Phoenix? Crazy, huh? I don't know why I just thought about that. All right. That was a crazy line too. People were waiting. How long were they waiting for, babes? In 103-degree weather, there was a guy waiting outside for over 24 hours before it opened. You know, Buc-ee fans. I'm gonna wait till all the hoopla's over, and then I'm gonna go check it out. Cause I'm not trying to be waiting in line. There's probably still lines out there. And I've already been to Buc-ee's. I'm sure it's not gonna be any different from the rest of them. So yeah, we tape this sucker down. I'm gonna get some paint and a brush. I'm gonna steal one from the shop because I'm gonna use a brand new one. If I'm gonna create a font, why not use a brand new? All right, Mary heard me say that. So now I gotta make sure I put it in the inventory and I pay for this dang brush. So we're gonna use the Langnickel, a big old fat Langnickel. You know what? I don't need a big old fat one. We'll use this one. So this is the Zen 3/4 19mm brush. It's a flat tip brush. And I know it's just practice, but technically it's not, because if it comes out good, then I'm gonna turn it into a font, right? So I'm gonna use good paint too. I'm not using the one-shot stuff. I'm gonna use acrylic because I have an idea on the style I want, and it's just gonna be like all capitals, fat block, kind of calligraphy style, but not. You'll see. We're also gonna make it up as we go along. So I have an idea in my head, but it's not gonna look anything like that when it's done. But sorry, I'm just moving you guys around. And I just saw a guy this weekend. I painted live at an event for Voodoo Ranger and Graffiti Park Vegas and stuff like that. And the guy had the new Osmo camera and he was recording me, and it was kind of dark in there and the video looked crispy. So I already got the DJI mics. I already spent too much, but don't tell Mary I might buy the camera too. I mean, what?
Oh, my birthday's on Wednesday, so.
Your birthday's on Thursday.
Wednesday,
24th.
Wednesday.
So I might buy Mary a new camera that she could use. Let's see. Do we have some black here? Yes. So we're gonna use some carbon black by Golden. I love that stuff. I mean, they don't sponsor me or nothing, but it's good stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, I got this dirty, ugly cup. No, you know what? I'm gonna get a new cup. I gotta do. Well, I took a little detour in the kitchen. I went to go get some water, but then I made me a little agua fresca with honeydew. Threw some strawberries from Santa Maria in there. You know, if I'm gonna be drawing, if I'm gonna be painting, why not do it right? It's so good. Enough of that. All right. So we got some golden black, carbon black. Pour a little bit in here, you know what I'm saying? Oh, what'd I do with the brush? I must have left it. It was in my pocket. Put a little splash, boop, little splash of water. Mix it up. I might have put too much water because it's already reduced as it is. But you know what? We're gonna try it out. Let's see. Can I bring you guys closer? I don't want to trip. But let's see. Put you like right here. Sorry. Hope you're not getting dizzy. So, you know what? Let me get a big ruler too. Sorry, I keep pausing and moving and pausing and moving, but all right. Well, got me a giant yardstick. I walked all the way to Home Depot to get it. Psych. No, but I got this little sharpener for my pencil. And I don't know if it's true with every sharpener, but somebody just told me recently that I guess the small hole is to cut like the wood off the pencil, and then you put it into the bigger hole and it sharpens the lead. And Mary's over there being dirty. Holy crap, that looks that looks like a witch's nose. It's all crooked. Could you see it? Could you see it? But to be fair, the pencil was already like that. I just barely stuck it in there. Mary's being dirty. All right, so let's do some lines. Oh man, let's put some lines on the paper. Boom. That doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to somewhat have a guide so that later when I'm taking these letters and turning them into an actual digital font, I don't have a lot of adjusting to do, you know? And since we're going to use the same exact brush and the same exact paint for these letters, hopefully they all kind of look similar. Some might change in the process. I might do a couple A's, a couple B's, a couple C's. I don't know. Gotta make sure I like the letter. So let's see what's up. Let's do a all right. So pretty basic. Let me see if I could. I'm gonna make a couple until I get used to the flow, and then once I like the letter, then we can go from there. I do want them to be blocky, so. All right, that's a little better. I like that A. So let's choose that A right there, and let's move on to the B's. Yeah, Ninja Cowboy. All right, I like that B. It's a little big because it came off the line there. So let's do it again. Very similar. See? I dig that. I dig that. So I like the A, I like the B. Let's put the A down here. All right. Oh, that's too round. That's not even the same A. But it's got the same heart. So it should still look dope. I like that B right there. So I'm gonna use this same little stroke here. B. I'm digging that. I'm digging that. Hold on, let's see if you can see it. See, we got the A, we got the B. If you don't like this font, you don't have to use it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's try a C. Now, what I'm noticing is I'm doing this little curve here. So let's try to keep that little curve like skinny to fat. Boom. I really like that. I dig that. I think it matches. So skinny, press, fat, and then whoop. Oh, that's too big, but it's going to be fine. Now for the D, let's take that C and just kind of boop, boop. And then from here, we're going to have to curve it. You know what I'm saying? Boom, just like that. It's kind of giving like Japanese calligraphy vibes, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't think about it. I'm going to have to follow this line all the way down. So I'll bring you guys over as I go further down this line. All right, and boop. Let's keep this line going because boom, boom. All right, and now same thing down here. Oh, I got skinny over here. Sorry. It's losing weight. We need to fix that. Boom. All right, cool. So that should fit the whole alphabet, hopefully. Maybe not. Who knows? Man, it's so good. All right, let me bring you closer. And let's see what's up. A, B, C, D. So for the E, skinny, boom, fat, boom, boom, boom. E. So I'm noticing this has a slant. It's starting to get straight here, and then I'm starting to slant the letters for some reason. So let's fix that. I don't want the slant. We could make a slant later, like an option for glyphs, but for now, I just want it straight, man. A, B, C. I didn't put the D down. All right, let's put the D here. A, B, C, E, D. What? Who cares? Who cares? At least I remembered how to do it. A, B, C, D, E. We're dyslexic today, all right? So A, B, C, E, D. So now the F, it's basically the E. Boom. I keep doing the slant. I need to stop that. All right. We slant this curve here, but the top should not. You know what I'm saying? A, B, C, E, D, F. And I like the brush strokes. I like all that. So we're going to keep all the brush strokes and everything in the font. Let's see, a G. Now we're going to look at that C. Minor fix there. Oh, I like that G, dude. Did. Tell me you don't like that G. Did. It's a pretty cool G, man. It probably came out better than all the other letters. Can you still see? All right, let's put the G down here before it's too late. All right. G. Oh yeah, and then I fix this with a little curve like that. And like, you see how much it sticks out there, how far the F sticks out, the E, the C, but the D doesn't. Like, we'll fix all that when I put it into the computer. Because I still want to be able to have that looseness, you know what I'm saying? GH. All right. So, boom, boom, I mean, it's very like normal. G, H, H. I mean, the I is just going to be boop, just like that. So, I. Let's see what's up with the J. I kind of like it. And I don't at the same time. But that's how the other strokes are being done, so we got to go with it. We want it to match, so H-I-J. Can you see still? Let's bring you closer. Varoom. K. I'm not gonna have room. K. How should I do this? Ooh, I like that. We're gonna keep that K right there, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. Let's bring you over here so you can see the K again. The K, I really like that K. All right, cool. So we're gonna keep this K. Boom, 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 and then boom. I'm not gonna mess with it because those strokes, you gotta keep those strokes looking original. You can't be messing with them too much. Then it just doesn't look natural. Still want it to look like it's hand done. Okay, the L, we can't do just the one line because the I is one line. So we're gonna go L. How should we do the L? How do we do the E? Oh, so we just go whoop. Okay, fine with me. Let's see, could you see here? L. The M. How are we gonna do this? It's gotta be straight. M. Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep the strokes kind of going the same. So at this point, I'm just like feeling it. So we gotta do that. So M, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Dang, I'm gonna have to fix that stroke. I don't like fixing them, but and the end. So we might as well just do the end because it's a M. Whoops. I don't like that end, but let's practice one. You see still? Let's practice it in. I like that. The curve isn't going in the same direction that the other one was, but I like it better. So we're gonna go in, just like that. Very similar though, but looks good. The O, I don't even have to practice that. O, O. The P, can you still see? Let's go P. So, boom. Like that. P. It's gonna have to be. Let's do P. Boom. All right. Boom. Boom. I like that. All right. P. The Q is just the O. And let's make it look cool. So let's start it here and then turn the brush. Boom. Q. The R has to be a P. R. Let's see what's up with the S. It's too old English. It's too old English. We're gonna have to make it more blocky. So yeah, there we go. Got it. So we'll just go boom, 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 boom. S. The T is gonna just be boop, boop. So some of these letters are just basically the same letter over. U, the V. We're gonna have to practice the V because this one's gonna have a slope here, but probably boop, just like that. Yep. All right, let's do the slope here and then just bring this down. Boom, just like that. V. And then the W is 2 U's, so let's do that, that, that. W. Let's see what's up with an X. Nope. Nope, don't like it. Nope, don't like it. I hate X's. Maybe skinny to fat. That's what it's gonna have to be. Because we're not gonna spend much time on this. I want it to be super loose and exciting. X. All right, what are we gonna do for the Y? Let's try out a Y. Let's see. Actually, I could just come in here. We could start back over here again. Hope you could see. So for the Y, let's see. Y. I dig it, except I'm gonna have to shrink it. Oh, I like that Z right there. That's the 1. So not that. I actually don't like that Y. So let's do another Y. That's the 1. I don't like any of these X's, so we're gonna cross those out. But I do like that one. Cool. And then what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna photograph every one of these letters, dump it into Illustrator, trace it, try to make that font. And as I'm working with it, there's gonna be letters I don't like, so I'm gonna have to come back up here and rewrite it, whatever letter I don't like, and then put it right back into Illustrator and try to finish it. But we got an alphabet. I don't know if you like it or not. We don't know if we like it or not. Once we digitize it, make it cool, then we'll know how it's gonna look forever. And if I like how it ends up, I'm gonna like how it ends up once I'm done with it. So once I'm done with it, you'll be able to download it. I have the download link in the description. That way you can download a free font. I'm not even gonna charge you. You're just gonna be able to keep it. You know what I'm saying? So all right. So I put most of them into Illustrator, and I'm basically just gonna do a live trace for now. I'm just gonna use my laptop for this because there's not a lot of work that's gonna be done. So go to Object, Expand. Okay. Now I can select just the white color here and go to Select, Same, Fill in Stroke, remove the white. And what I want to do is just remove anything that's not the letter. So I'm removing all this crap, removing all this. Oh, that's connected, so I'll remove this down here. And then what I could do is I can come in with an eraser and just take most of this. I'll do some more cleanup work later, but at the moment I don't even know if I'm gonna like this letter, so I don't want to put a lot of work into it. Let's put the L there. Let's bring the M down. Put most of the letters in here. Some of them I really didn't like. We gotta make sure the strokes are very similar. You see that? So there's a D, there's a O. Oh, this is connected somehow. Let's move the S. These strokes look smaller, so we need to make sure those strokes are the same size. I'll mess with it. It's because when I painted this letter, I painted it bigger, so when I go to shrink it, it ends up getting thinner. All right, so it was a pain in the butt because you can see all the brush strokes when I live traced. I usually don't leave brush strokes in like that, and a lot of times I'll design a font in what is it called, on my Cintiq, so I'll hand draw it and it's a lot smoother and cleaner. So I was having a big issue with this program that I installed into the computer in order to make it simple and create a font and show you guys how to do it the easy way. But I'm figuring it out, and this is what I'm basically doing. So I dumped all the letters into Illustrator. I live traced everything. I had to go in with the pen tool and change certain things. You can see here I'm just adjusting the size of each letter, making sure that the thicks and the thins are all the same, but there's certain letters that I still didn't like after I already designed them, I already drew them, I already vectored them. So like in this case with the W, I took the M, flipped it upside down, made a couple minor changes, and bam, that's what I did. When it came to the V, I just slanted it, added a couple small changes as well, in order to make it look more like a V. Because all I did is take the U, flip it over. I added this little slant to the bottom just to towards the bottom, more of a distinct V feature, and it looks good enough for me. Because I don't know. Now I'm not gonna bore you with all the different changes I made to every letter. It's a lot. It was about 2 hours of cleaning, moving, changing things. So I'm just gonna leave it there and move to the next piece. The one thing I found out the hard way was that the font program that I was using, it was supposed to be a simple program. I didn't want to use the technical things that professionals use because it would have been a lot of work. Font Self, and it did not like brush strokes. Every brush stroke was a point, and it said I had too many points. It kept messing with me, so I had to go in and change the letters even more. I had to change the brush strokes, remove them. I left a couple of brush strokes in there, but for the most part, it made me take so much out of it that it changed the whole style of the letter. It still looks cool in the end. Of course, I had to do my thing, but it's just not exactly what was on the board initially with the brush. All right, I'm still trying to get the hang of this recording stuff, but I'm going to show you an easy way to install the font. Once you download it, just double click it, go up here to install, and that's it. It's installed. I'll show you. So we can go to Illustrator. What did I call it? On YouTube. That's what I called it. So you can just create a file. And this works on any computer, and honestly any like on your iPad or Procreate or whatever. So let's go make this bigger. Shift large. And just type on YouTube. There it is. Boom. So you just type in thank you for watching. And you can always edit the kerning and all that. So I'm going to center it, put it all together here, adjust the leading. And there it is. There's the font we created today. I don't like the kerning here. Just push the C over a little bit. Boom. Thank you for watching. We could even go in and adjust the arch. Boom. There you go. Hope you learned a little bit. Now, if you want to get that font, all you got to do is go in the description and I'll have a link to it. You can go and download it. But I would appreciate it if you hit the subscribe, follow, whatever. You know, go check out my stuff. Go to my Instagram. It's @LSpock. And, you know, I'm an artist, so I live off my art. And I appreciate anybody that supports. Or if you just like watching my videos, I appreciate it and I thank you very much. But like I said, that's how you make a quick font by hand lettering. And there's many ways to do it. This is just one of them. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I'm learning, all right? But yeah, go download it, all right? Thank you and see you in the next vid.